The defendant put her in a freezer. Thereafter, he went to Home Depot, bought cement, bought wood.
Gruesome details of the murder of a young woman who police say was killed by this man. And today we are one step closer to learning that man's fate. 8 is now the only station in court for a somewhat unexpected plea deal on a murder we've been covering now for 3 years. 8 News Now investigator Kyle Payne was there, has the details. Kyle.
My colleague Vanessa Murphy has covered this case since 2019 when 24-year-old Esmeralda Gonzalez met a brutal end. Now Prestipino is taking a deal that acts the same as admitting he did it without admitting he did it.
My colleagues and I have spent the weekend yelling and screaming and fighting, and we actually do have a mutually agreeable resolution.
It's a resolution nobody was expecting, because last week the lawyers and defendant were in court saying their negotiations had stalled.
I am open to negotiations, but the negotiations are giving the killer the better end of the deal. And we have proof and statements that say that she said she did it.
That's the defendant, Christopher Prestipino, arguing that his co-defendant and roommate, Cassandra Garrett, might be getting a better deal. The two are accused of luring the victim, Esmeralda Gonzalez, into their home, plying her with drugs, injecting her with pool cleaner, and leaving her for dead in this homemade coffin.
It was made of cement, wood, and other materials that he had previously bought at Home Depot.
Do you understand that you are being charged with first-degree kidnapping and second-degree murder?
Yes, Your Honor.
How do you plead to those two charges?
Guilty pursuant to Alfred.
An Alfred plea, usually used by a defendant whose best interests are served by pleading guilty, but maintains his innocence. In this case, agreeing to the set of facts the prosecutor would present at trial.
Do you understand that means that we won't have a trial in this case, which was scheduled to start at 1 p.m. today?
Yes.
So no trial after all, and maybe because the plea agreement came together so quickly, neither the defendants nor the victim's family were present in the courtroom. We asked prosecutors if the victim's family had signed off on the offer and hadn't immediately gotten a response. We will keep asking.
Kyle, thank you. Prestipino is facing up to 25 years in prison. His girlfriend pleaded guilty to an accessory to murder charge in 2020, serving less than 2 years.